Hey y'all, what's up? What's good with y'all? What's up? Let me tell y'all something. I want to talk to y'all about doctors and nurses and people in the medical field. It is a combination of things going on right now in the world, and it is really truly affecting people out there. People are really going through it. All right. So basically, long story short, I had a surgery 2 weeks ago. So it was a surgery, for fibroids. I talked to y'all about that and had told y'all that I would keep y'all updated about the journey or whatever, right? And for the men, I was just simply letting y'all know that if there's any woman in your life, mother, auntie, grandma, whoever that you love that's near and dear to you, it is good knowledge for you to have and for you to make sure that they get checked out, or you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? For you to just know, right? It's just knowledge that I'm sharing. Okay. So long story short, right? I had the surgery 2 weeks later, recovery prior to going back to work or whatever. My job had me go do another physical or whatever, just to make sure that everything was straight and on the up and up. So I go do that, and the fucking doctor, and it's so sad because she was a black woman and I'm a black woman, but you're just a dark-skinned black woman. And so I'm in the office. She's very rude. You know what I'm saying? My cousin called me because I was sitting back there waiting for a minute for her to come in. I did everything else that I had to do. I was just simply waiting on her to come in there, do what she had to do, type up what she had to type up. She signs, I sign, she prints my shit out, I leave, right? Simple fucking process. Short, simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But she wanted to be all difficult and shit. So I'm in there. And I couldn't help but think to myself, is this some kind of light skin, dark skin shit going on? Like, she looked like she was between 45, 55, and I'm 33. So it's like, are you upset because you're not an attractive lady, but I'm an attractive younger woman than you? It was a lot of things that was just going through my mind. Like, what the fuck is this bitch's problem? Like, why do you have a fucking attitude? So in my mind, I'm just sitting here trying to be understanding, like, well, maybe something's going on in her home life. She brought it to work, and don't take it personal. She just, and that's what I was doing, right? I'm just trying not to take it personally, and I'm just trying to, but anyways, I had to really tell this bitch, because she's a PA, a physician assistant, right? You're not an MD or a DO. Okay. And I forgot what a DO stands for. But anyways, so I'm sitting in there, right, waiting on her. My cousin calls me. My cousin is in nursing school. She's about to actually finish nursing school very, very soon. But me and her are talking. So I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm at the office. I'm doing a physical, yada, yada, yada. So I'm just on the phone with her, talking or whatever. Then the doctor came in. She starts talking. And on the form that she had me fill out, it asked a whole bunch of medical questions and stuff like that. And so it said on there, it was like, have you had a surgery? I was like, yes, 2 weeks ago. I'm just here for like a recertification of my medical card for work. And then it asked what type of medication I was on. I put ibuprofen. It doesn't matter if it was prescribed or if it was behind the counter. Ibuprofen is ibuprofen. At the end of the fucking day, it's the same shit, just different milligrams. You know what I'm saying? The prescribed amount was 800 milligrams. No, 600 to 800 milligrams, somewhere in there. And the over-the-counter one, I got to take 3 of those just to equal about 600 milligrams, right? That's what my doctor told me. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So basically, she asked me about the surgery or whatever. So she was like, well, what was the surgery for or whatever? So I simply just told her I was like fibroids, right? And so then she's like, oh, okay. I said, no, don't put that on my physical form. I don't want that on there. Like, all they need to know is that I had a surgery. I don't want them to know for what or why or anything like that. Now, why I'm telling y'all? Because I'm choosing to disclose it. It's not a fucking major fucking secret or nothing. It's just I keep my job and my personal life separate. Nobody at my job knows my YouTube channel. I mean, granted, I have old coworkers from like jobs previously that might watch my channel, but I fuck with them though. You know what I'm saying? I'll text them every now and then, or we might talk while we at work every now and then, stuff like that. Like, I have no beef with these people whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I feel like I made a difference to them, because a lot of them was telling me how they stopped smoking, they stopped drinking, or they went and got a better paying job. And, you know, and I'm just like, yes, y'all, we winning out here, man or woman. I want everybody to win, because I feel there is no such thing as winner or loser. Everybody's capable of winning. There's plenty to eat out here. You know what I'm saying? That's my mindset. So I can't speak on nobody else. But I want the best for other people. I'm not here to convince people of things. I'm not here to, you know, what you believe is what you believe. How you feel is how you feel. What you think is what you think. And I respect that, because I respect autonomy. I like my autonomy. You know, my thoughts may differ from your thoughts. My feelings may differ from your feelings. That's 100% okay. That's why I be telling y'all here on my channel that when y'all give me feedback and stuff like that, it's okay if we disagree. So what? We're just having a conversation, right? Why does a conversation have to become an argument? Why do we have to become argumentative in any way? Like, what? But this is what narcissistic people do. They disguise being argumentative with you by saying they're just very opinionated. That is when you hear a person say, oh, well, I'm very opinionated, that should be a trigger word in your mind that this person is just argumentative. They just love to argue. They love to yell. They love to overtalk you and interrupt you. Like, they don't talk to you to listen. They don't reply. Their replies is to hear their own mouth. When they talk, they like hearing themselves talk. They like to one-up you. You know, like for example, I'm telling y'all about my fibroid surgery. If I was in communication with my mother and I told her about this, and she gonna know, because I know she be stalking my YouTube channel, so I know she gonna know, but she's gonna try to compare her hysterectomy surgery to my fibroid surgery. Well, I was in great pain. Well, you know what? Your boyfriend at that time, when you had a hysterectomy, he was not at the hospital or the outpatient care facility with you. I know for a fact I wasn't with you. So if I wasn't with you, who else was with you? Since you're so secretive. I thank God for my fiance, because he was there through the whole fucking process. He was there when they had me hooked up to the IV and all that, before they took me back and all that. You know, he was there when they had to roll me out in a wheelchair. He was there when I had to take my first steps up some stairs and I was crying in agonizing pain. Okay. He was there, and he is so patient. And, you know, I had told him prior to my surgery and everything, I was like, I'm testing you, because it was very triggering for me, because I remember when I had like my wisdom teeth pulled. That's like a surgery, you know what I'm saying? Your mouth is a very sensitive area on the head. That's not fun to have any. If you get a toothache, that stuff can cause you to have a headache and all types of shit. It's just not fun. Sinuses and all that shit is not fun. Like, I don't like having headaches, migraines, sinus issues. You know, God forbid if my tear duct is back. You know, there's a lot of things that can happen on your face, and it's just like, I'm a crybaby. Like, the pain, I don't like it. But the pain anywhere else on my body, I could take a hell of a lot better than my fucking head. So, anyways, I just got to thinking about how, like, when I had my dental work and done, and my mom was around, and how my mom treated me, and like, basically I kind of had PTSD. That's what it was. I realized that I was having a trigger moment and PTSD. I got scared. So I got to telling him, hey, I'm watching, I'm trying to see, I don't want to be a burden, because my mom made me feel like I'm a burden. That's what narcissists do. Narcissists make you feel like you are a fucking burden because they got to cater to you. Your sickness, your illness, your health, when you're down, you are fucking irrelevant to these creatures. And that's sad, because when someone's health declines or takes a dump or things just happen, all right? And it doesn't make it any better that our food is processed and poisoned. It doesn't make it better that our water is poisoned. It doesn't make it better that our air is poisoned. So we're breathing in all these, we're just having all these chemicals coming to our body, breathing it in, drinking it, eating it, things of this nature, pesticides, fluoride, iodine, aluminum, mercury, arsen, all of these things that can affect our nervous systems, our brains, our heart functions. And let's add something else in there, vaccines, okay? A lot of this shit can cause issues because everybody is different. Everybody reacts. Why do you think when you go to the doctor, they ask you, are you allergic to any medications or anything like that? Because everybody is different. Do you have any food allergies? Things like that. So, but God is good. I praise God. Narcissists, like my mother. My mother wants to be the God of my life, but she's not. I worship and serve the Most High, the creator of everything, including Satan himself, okay? So at the end of the day, you can be wicked, you can do this, you can do that. That's all good on you. But I was just thinking to myself in my head that when my mom had her hysterectomy when I was a teenager, I wasn't really around. I wasn't there when she went to the doctor. Because I know that they had to have put her on anesthesia and put her under and things of that nature. But I wasn't there. I never drove her there. I never drove her back home. I'm just kind of reliving the moment based on what I went through for my fibroid surgery. So I would imagine that like who was there for you? Because her boyfriend at that time, he wasn't around like that, and neither was I. So you went through all of that alone. And all I could think to myself is that I'm happy that I didn't have to go through it alone. Because, when I walked up those stairs and I was in excruciating pain to where I'm just crying, I'm going step by step, just crying. And then on top of that, I was winded. I was just like I felt like I was a big back, okay? I felt like I was a big back person with how winded I was. And anyways, I could only think to myself like, wow, you went through all of that by yourself. No man, no nothing, no family, being all secretive. Nobody is plotting on you, but hey, that's the paranoia that they go through, so whatever. But she is the type that she would compare her hysterectomy to my laparoscopic surgery that I had to remove my fibroids. Well, the pain that I went through was somehow her situation would be more important, more painful. She would just try to make it seem like she's more important instead of just focusing on me and me talking about what I'm going through right now, right? That's how narcissists are. They just try to one-up you and make it seem like, well, I experienced this. Oh, the trauma or the this or the that. You know what I'm saying? They try to be the smartest person in the room. This is my logic. If I'm the smartest person in the room, this is not the correct room for me. I need to go to a room where I'm dumb and I can learn from other people. Because if I'm the smartest in the room, why am I in this room? Because if I'm the smartest person in this room, this means I'm in a room full of dumbasses. No. I need to move around to another room. I need to move around to another room where there are people who are smarter than me, who can help me grow, help me. You know what I'm saying? It's all about growth and evolution to me. So if I outgrow people, it's no hard feelings. It's just on to the next, because I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm evolving. I'm trying to do better and better and better. And I hope y'all are the same way, because I can't stand dumb people. Like, I don't know what they teaching these Gen Zers and shit today, but for them to be on the internet talking about I hate America. I'm moving to Alaska. I'm moving to the Virgin Islands. I'm moving to Hawaii. I'm moving to Puerto Rico. Those are still U.S. territories, dumbasses. But I digress. Whatever. The education system is just failing. That's how I look at it. Like, pushing these kids just through. And anyways, back to what I was talking about. So anyways, this doctor, right, she was being like real bitchy, and she was trying to put on my paper that I had fibroid surgery. I said I don't want that on my paper. You know, I don't want my job. I don't want to disclose that information to my job. Period. Point blank, period. And I was like, that's a HIPAA violation if you disclose that. Because I told her, I said, if my doctor wanted to disclose that information to my job, she would have put that in my doctor's note. This woman just wanted to give me a hard time. So if there's anybody out there who's a doctor, a nurse, and you can understand what I'm going to, I want to hear your comments down below. There's no way that I could be tripping. And I say this because I was on the phone with my cousin, and my cousin heard what she was saying and how she was arguing with me. And my cousin was like, that's a HIPAA violation. All she needs to type on, if she has to put something on there, all she has to do is say that the person does not want to disclose details about surgery. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, form completed, done. But she didn't want to do that. Oh, I have to say this. I have to say that. No, you don't. So this bitch goes and leaves my room. She left the curtain open, leaving me exposed because, bitch, when you came in here, the curtain was closed. You opened it to come in. You closed it to come in. So you gonna just leave out and leave it wide open? Okay, cool. That's all right. And then I'm just watching her walk back and forth and walk around. And she over there, well, no other doctor wants to do your physical. Well, according to my cousin and my homegirl, my homegirl, she already went through medical school. So she is a registered nurse. I had talked to her about the situation. And she told me, yeah, it sounds like, well, this is the thing. She was telling me, she's like, it sounds like that lady's just giving you a hard time because all she had to put on your form was that, you know, you just don't want to disclose further information. I mean, that's a HIPAA violation, right? Even my homegirl said the same thing. And she was like, I think she's giving you a hard time because she's black. I said, she black too. She was just like, oh. I said, I know, right? I felt the same exact way. And the reason why I had talked to my homegirl and my cousin is because both of them are in the medical field. Both of them have said the same thing, that it's a HIPAA violation if she would have disclosed further information on my form that I did not want disclosed. Then I even looked it up. I said, okay, you can catch a $50,000 fine if you want, bitch. That's going to lower your $130,000 salary down to $80K. Are you ready for that type of hit? You know what I'm saying? I mean, dumbass. Then I asked my cousin, I said, so why the fuck did she walk around the office talking about something she gonna have another doctor do it just to bring her dumbass back in? She said, my cousin told me, because that woman already started with me, why the fuck would somebody else come pick up the ball? No, nobody else wants to do your work. Go in there and stop being a bitch and finish up with your patient. She trying to make it seem like I'm the problem because I told her about my rights and that her disclosing further information on my form that I don't want disclosed is a HIPAA violation. Then gonna argue with me. Then bring her dumb ass back in there just to finish completing it anyway. Bitch, you work at a patient first and your fucking name is Frida Priest. So I hope you see my motherfucking YouTube channel, bitch. Nasty, stink ass attitude. I bet your ass is single. I bet you ain't got a man. I bet you want a man to be in them buns, but don't no man like your attitude. Ugh. Disgusting bitch. Oh, she got on my nerves, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. This is days later, because if I would have made a video on here, every other word would have been beep, 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 boop, beep, boop. Like, for real. Every other word. All right? I was heated. But I'm glad to have gotten that done and over with. But I really felt bullied. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to come on here and express to y'all that don't let these motherfucking doctors and these nurses try to bully you. Know your rights and express your rights. You know what I'm saying? Because this bitch had a lot of audacity. She over here, well, who's your primary physician? Bitch, it ain't you. Why you worried about who my primary physician? You wanted a copy of my doctor's note that I already, my job already has my doctor's note. Do you know that, and this is how difficult this bitch is. I said, what email do I need to send my doctor's note to? Well, it's against HIPAA violation to be sending out medical information. Oh, bitch, now you give a fuck about HIPAA violation, but you just tried to violate my rights by disclosing why I had surgery? Bitch, please. Old ass hag. Anyways, so then she gonna go get another white coat, bring her into the room. She wrote on a tissue. I'm like, damn, you couldn't even wrote on a piece of paper. You writing on a fucking tissue? Your fucking first name, period, last name, at patientfirst.com on it or whatever. So I was like, excuse me, what does it say? So I repeated back to her because, bitch, I can't read your chicken scratch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to confirm that this is the correct email so that you can get it, you can print it off, and go about our business. So then she prints it off, gives it to fucking Frida Priest, which is the doctor that the physical or the physician assistant that helped or was doing my physical or whatever, right? So anyways, this bitch, right? This bitch acts like there's not other urgent cares or patient first facilities that I can go to. My job made me come to this location. I don't have to be here. You do realize that since I'm the one getting the physical for my job and my job is paying you, baby, you work for me. Yes, and do, bitch, you work for me. So what I say goes and what I don't want disclosed goes. You don't tell me, you don't try to bully me. You don't argue with me. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you know you in the wrong. And I know she had to have felt dumb wasting 30 minutes of my motherfucking time just to bring her stupid ass back in there. Dumbass bitch. Anyways, oh, Jesus. But yeah, I was just like, man. And then what's crazy is, right, when I told her that that's a HIPAA violation and I'm explaining to her that I don't want to disclose, my heart was racing as if I was in fight or flight mode. So the way my body was responding to her, she's dangerous. And I don't even know if she's human. She could be a black reptilian. She could be some kind of black alien. And if she is a human, she's low vibrational as fuck and she's dangerous as fuck because there's no reason why my body is going into fight or flight mode just from having this conversation with you. You raising my blood pressure right now. And it's like, what the fuck? Something about you ain't right. There are evil spirits or demons in you, bitch. Something about you ain't right. But you know what? Besides the spiritual factor of why you acting the way you act, do your fucking job so I can get the fuck out of here and never see your ass in fucking life again. I pray to God. Yes, I gave you a 1 star. Yes, I wrote a whole fucking paragraph review on your nasty stink ass attitude, your unprofessionalism, you know, how you wasted a whole hour of my time. This bitch wasted 20 minutes because she could not remember her password. Bitch, this facility is open from like 7, 8 in the morning till 8 at night. I'm not the first person that you have seen this morning, because I didn't come here until like 11 this morning. And I'm just now leaving at fucking like 1:15 in the afternoon. There's no reason why it has taken an hour and 15 minutes. I went to the kiosk, typed in my information. As soon as I pressed finish, they called my name. I went over there, gave her my insurance information, my ID, filled out the paper or whatever, gave her the forms that my job gave me to give to them. By the time, I didn't even get to sit down before the nurse called me back there to start taking my weight, height, blood pressure, doing my vision and hearing test and all this shit. Pissing in y'all cup so that you can test for glucose and blood and protein and whatever the fuck else y'all need to test for. So my thing is this. I did all this shit. And you think I'm going to be in this bitch till 8 p.m. and I've been here since 11? Bitch, you think I'm about to sit here and be in this bitch all fucking day? I guarantee you I'm about to call your corporate office and report your ass. I guarantee that y'all getting a bad review and did. Like, y'all really motherfucking tripping around this. And when I say y'all, I mean specifically her. The nurse, she was very polite. The person behind the window who called me up, everybody else was very polite and professional. She just was the only mega bitch in there. Now, I don't know if you on your period. I don't know if you got a dark skin versus light skin beef with me. I don't know if you got an older woman versus younger woman beef with me. I don't know if you look at me and your self-esteem and confidence has been shattered because you see a pretty younger woman and you old as hell. Because I looked at her hand. She ain't got no ring on her finger. I mean, granted, I ain't got one on mine because I ain't married yet. And granted, me and him, he ain't got, my ring or nothing like that yet. But that's not stopping me and him from being fiancés. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I want y'all to think about this. And I say this because I know my mama listening. I know my exes is listening. I know motherfuckers is stalking me. And motherfuckers that I'm not giving no second chances to somehow came across my channel and motherfucking watch me. Because how is it that you know what a narcissist is? You can't even spell the shit. But now you all of a sudden using the word narcissist. Yeah, that's because you found my channel, hoe ass nigga. You found my channel. Yeah. Why you? Yeah, mom, I know everything that you, I know your moves. I got ears to the streets. God is always going to expose what needs to be exposed. God is always going to allow whatever needs to be unfolded and revealed and seen and heard. You can't hide nothing from God. And because God ain't gonna hide nothing from me, baby girl, you better walk the straight and narrow. But real talk, some things are just unforgivable. Like, I've already forgiven my mama for all the shit she has done. I can time travel in my memories of all the awful things she has said and done to me, and it don't fucking faze me. That's how I know I'm healed. That's how I know I'm past that shit. That shit is like a turd, and I flushed it. All right? It's a turd. All of them got flushed. Every last one of them. Even that one turd that after you flush, it pops back up. Well, I got a remedy for that. Put 2 pieces of toilet paper on top of that motherfucker so it'll get sucked down. Don't pop back up. Don't pop. No pop-ups. I need you to go down the drain and onto the sewage plant or wherever the fuck doo-doos and piss go. The sewer, however the sewer system works. You know what I'm saying? Go, somebody else's problem now. You know what I'm saying? Down the pipeline. But real talk, y'all know how I feel about bullies. Y'all know how I feel about bad behavior. I be calling that shit out. So don't let these nurses and these doctors and this is something else that I wanted to let y'all know too. A lot of evil people hide behind job titles like nurse, doctors, and stuff like that. And then they really think that they're good people. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm a good person because I'm a doctor and I save lives. whole time behind closed doors, they evil as hell, wicked as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Getting kickbacks behind the scenes. There's been many stories I've heard. Like there was a nurse. She was like 80, 90 years old, basically on her deathbed, and she admitted that in the 80s and the 90s, during her whole time as being a nurse, she swapped babies. She would take they name bracelets on their arms and put it on different babies. So now all these babies are going to the wrong parents. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, what if somebody swapped me? This can't be my mama. What if I was family swapped? Oh my God. It's a possibility. A big possibility. But doesn't matter. I'm still living a good life. Happy, successful, doing my thing. And then there was a doctor who I don't know if he had got caught or if he just was like on his deathbed or retiring or whatever. But he came out and said that he was diagnosing patients with cancer. He was giving these people chemotherapy and these people never had cancer. You just was lying to these people, telling them that they had cancer. They didn't. They started taking all these chemotherapies, losing their hair, having all these health problems just so you could get a kickback and more money. That shit is sick. And just those two stories alone is why I gave up on the medical field and pursuing being a doctor, because I just didn't want no parts of the fucking American healthcare system and how fucked up it is. You know, it's very nice to come across those who actually love and have compassion for their patients, who listen to their concerns and actually try to solve that problem by being like, hey, let me refer you to another doctor, or hey, I'm gonna refer you to this doctor. Why don't you go get a second or third opinion? Or, you know what I'm saying? When a doctor does not want you going to get a second, third, or fourth opinion, and they want you to just listen to them and only them, that means you need to do what your first mind told you. Go get that second, third, fourth opinion. Because out of those 3 and 4th opinions, you'll come across a better doctor that will be honest with you and tell you, you're not sick. No, you need this, you need that. But see, when they're only about their pockets, they don't care about you. And it's so sad, but I just wanted to express that to y'all. And if you had to deal with, you know, doctors or nurses or health caretakers or anybody like that, just because they're in that profession doesn't make them godly, doesn't make them loving and affectionate. We all know that narcissists, psychopaths, sociopaths, they lack empathy. They mimic. They pretend. Y'all stay safe out here in these spiritual streets, because shit is getting real right now. Peace. Positive energy always creates elevation, y'all. I love y'all. Keep journeying, keep healing, keep growing, just keep on keeping on, okay? I love y'all. I want the best for y'all. Bye.